Today, we get to play with lasers. Today I'm in the basement of a 1950s home. I'm seeing moisture intrusion across the bottom of this foundation, which indicates hydrostatic pressure. You can see it over here, moisture coming in. Now I get the question a lot. What's a minor crack that's no big deal? And what's a major crack that is a big deal? And this right here is a major crack that is a big deal. For the most part, little step cracks like this are minor settlement and they are considered to be no big deal. But you can see this step crack kind of works its way over to here, works its way down here just a little bit, and then look what it becomes. Ooh, the dreaded horizontal crack. And this horizontal crack gets worse as we go. Gets bigger and bigger. And if you look at this wall, the further we go down, the bigger this crack gets. And I'll use my finger here for reference. How big that is, and that gets much bigger. Then we come over here to the other side of the house. And this is where it gets real bad. You can see over here where they repaired the wall. Looks nice. We're going to see what the laser says. But anytime you see a horizontal crack patched, and then they start doing janky stuff like this, putting expanding foam in the crack, and this right here is big enough for me to put my whole finger in. So what's happening here? Well, this is sometimes called a pancake crack. Horizontal cracks with gaps in it like that is literally the center of the wall pushing inward and kind of caving in. These are some of the most significant cracks you could possibly have. That is a structural concern. Let's see what the laser shows. Now, when you have a foundation wall, that's what the laser line should look like. That is a nice straight foundation wall. Let's start with the part that they repaired. That is not a straight laser line. That goes down, then it comes in, and goes back out. So what does that show? That shows the center of the wall right here is caving inward. Then we come down just a bit, and it gets worse. So right there you see that foundation is bowing inward. And that right there is where it's the worst. Now over here where we started from, that shows you the severity of that crack. That's an itty bitty tiny little horizontal crack. You can see that right there. That's super tiny. But that's because it's just now starting to show the severity of that bulge in this wall. Same thing here. It's pretty straight, and then it goes off right there. Now this is the reason that masonry block foundations are my least favorite foundations. What I will say is that this is a significant structural concern. I'm going to be recommending evaluation by a qualified structural engineer. I already know what's causing this. I already know what the structural report's going to say. I already know how the remediation goes. This is poor grade, no roof drainage system. This is poor drainage management, water hitting the foundation, causing hydrostatic pressure, causing lateral soil pressure, leaning in against these walls. Those walls are not dams. They are not made to hold back a big whole bunch of mudslide and water. And there you have it. Foundation walls are supposed to hold up your house. They are not designed to withstand lateral soil pressure for any length of time because the mudslide will always win. And that's a big bunch of nope. Here's a nice little end story for you. The client on this inspection is a pastor. Nice guy. There was a mix-up today. When I got here to the inspection, I was only supposed to do a sewer scope and a radon test. But in my software, it showed that I was supposed to do a home inspection. So I did the full home inspection. And it was interesting because the client called me after, he returned my call to clarify that all I'm doing today is a sewer scope and a radon test. And I told him, I said, look, I finished your sewer scope. There's nothing wrong with your sewer. The septic line the sewer line is perfect. There's no issues. I'm going to do that for free because you didn't need it. However, those foundation problems he would not have known about because he was waiving his inspection. And I said, sir, God was looking out for you on this one because you needed the home inspection and not the sewer scope. And that's why we had that confusion today. So I'm a firm believer that everything works out the way it's supposed to, and the universe is looking out for us.